like to. No, no.
En otra cama irás pintando para alguien buscando amor. I see that I can help falling in love with you.
As we started every single program and event this year, we would like to do, out of respect, our land acknowledgement, and we ask everyone, if possible, to please stand. So today, Los Cien, Sonoma County, is humbled to bring us together on the lands of the Southern Pomo Great and Rancheria people. We celebrate the active work of their descendants to preserve and nourish their indigenous culture and identity. We acknowledge the Southern Pomo Great and Rancheria people as the region's traditional stewards and custodians. We honor with gratitude the land itself, all of its ancestors, past, present, and future. And Los Cien respects the enduring relationship that exists between today's Southern Pomo Great and Rancheria people and their traditional territories. Thank you. You all may be seated. All right, so today, like I've already mentioned, is all about celebrating our Latinx culture, and we've now been doing this specific event for the last 10 years in partnership with the amazing team at the Luther Burbank Center for the Arts. Thank you so much to Rick Nolan and your entire team for allowing us to continue to do this every single year. We were asked earlier today how this kind of came about, and my understanding was Dr. Herman J. Hernandez and Rick Nolan and a few other team members here got together to talk about how can we elevate local Latino artists, Hispanic musicians that we could showcase and show their talents to the world, and also how can we showcase the most amazing youth mariachi ensemble led by the famous man here known Jose Soto, and that's kind of how this whole program got started. It was also a event that helped kick off the Hispanic Heritage Month, which starts September 15th to October 15th. And I'm not sure if they're here yet, but historically this program is always catered by, has anyone ever heard of the Diaz brothers, the Diaz family? Today they were invited to be guests because they've always been here catering, and today we wanted them to experience what our guests experience, including their mom, Juanita, who was right there in that hallway, literally making handmade tortillas before the pandemic. So thank you so much to the Diaz brothers as well for their ongoing partnership and just support of the entire community. So one of the things I do want to get quickly through, but before I do, put this in your calendars. Dia de los Cien is on November 3rd in this same house. If you attended last year, we had over 500 people. We had 10 Latino-owned restaurants, 6 Latino-owned vintners, and it was just a huge party, huge celebration. This year, we're planning on bringing 16 Latino-owned restaurants. I'm sorry, LBC, we haven't told you this part. And we've now learned of 14 Latinx-owned vintners. So we're going to try to get some food and taste pairing. Everybody's invited. That is a 21 and over event, but it'll be here at the LBC. And one of the things I do want to consolidate here is I'm going to ask people, if this is your first time attending a Los Cien event, please stand and hold your applause. Hold your applause. If this is your first Los Cien event, please stand. If you are a student in high school, SRJC or SSU, please stand. If you are here as part of our access ticket program, please stand. No, stay standing. All right, now let's give them a nice Los Cien welcome. Thank you for joining us. And just to give you a quick preview, we've had a lot going on this year. And one of the things that I always forget to do on purpose, on accident, is we fly through the opening remarks without ever giving love and respect to our board members who are in this room today. And we just want to say thank you so much to this board for their leadership and their commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion and belonging, and for the last 13 to 14 years of bringing Los Cien to what it is today. So if you're a Los Cien board member, can you please stand and let's recognize our board for all the countless volunteer hours that they put into this group. There's only 3 board members here? I thought I saw more than that. Now we're going to be asking our elected officials as well as the elected representatives to please stand, and let's give them a nice warm welcome. Thank you for being with us again. And I do want to give a special shout out since it is Hispanic Heritage Month. We have Rachel Valenzuela, the first Latina superintendent of the Mark West Unified School District. And we also have the new Roseland School District Superintendent, Raul Guerrero. Thank you so much for being with us today. I don't know where he's probably outside getting his food. All right. And then lastly, as many of you know, maybe you know, I don't know if you know, but the 10th Annual State of the Latino Community Address is going down on September 28th. It's going to be hosted at the Sonoma State Ballroom. Last year we had close to 600 people there. I'm claiming that this year is going to be the best one we've ever done. We're finalizing some details with a big keynote speaker. The main focuses of this one is the power of belonging, mindset shifts, and transforming community. We're also going to have a panel focused on local lived experiences, talking about systemic racism and the white supremacy culture and how that's impacted the lives of BIPOC folks here in Sonoma County. And then we're going to be connecting that to organizations, government and private, who are already starting to do the work of dismantling systemic racist policies or practices within their organizations. So y'all are welcome, but I'm going to be honest, and I say this every time, we are almost sold out. So you better get your tickets or your tables because we only have 5 more tables and about 80 more tickets. So y'all better get on that. So without any further ado, I would like to invite today's co-chair, Asheleigh Worley from the Luther Burbank Center, to do some welcoming and opening remarks on behalf of the LBC. Let's give her a nice round of applause.
Hi, folks. So good to see you here today. We are thrilled to host the Latinx Cultural Experience once again this year. This event is particularly special to the LBC team as it aligns so organically with our mission of connecting the community through the arts. We know the strength of arts, and we know that the music and visual art and dance, the spoken word and drama, it's woven into the fabric of the individual and collective identity. It makes us who we are. Celebrating culture is celebrating art, and celebrating art is celebrating culture. In order to help us connect our community through the arts, it is our goal to find the places that we can not only uplift events like this one, but offer our own programming that showcases and celebrates the many different backgrounds and perspectives that make up Sonoma County as we know it. I'd be remiss if I didn't take this opportunity to remind you that we are simply 2 weeks away from my favorite event of the year, Fiesta de Independencia. There are flyers on your tables, and I believe there are some at the check-in station as well if you did not get one yet. Sunday, September 10th, all afternoon, we invite you to join us in a celebration with 5,000 of our closest friends as we enjoy food and music and games and more, all free of charge. Bring everyone you know. We'll be right out under the tent where if you were here for the Los Cien event in May, the Puente Llaganas Awards, it was held. If you didn't grab a flyer on your way in, you can grab one on the way out. Really would love to have you join us there. And something new and exciting that I'm really excited to finally be able to share, and it's really been years in the making, but we're finally launching a year-round Ballet Folklorico program for students after school, coming to the LBC once a week for now, to learn the art of Ballet Folklorico. This is modeled off of the success of the mariachi program that has been a part of LBC for nearly 10 years now, and the year-round program has been going on for 6. So give us a little bit of time, and we'll be excited to share the Ballet Folklorico program with you all as well. Speaking of that mariachi ensemble, we often perform at the Los Cien events. How many folks here have seen our mariachi ensemble perform? That's a lot of hands, and a lot of folks who will have their hand in the air soon enough, hopefully, the next time we perform. The year-round program, like I said, launched 6 years ago with about 30 students who had participated in the summer camps that the center hosted in communities all around Sonoma County free of charge. This year, that has grown to nearly 150 students who are going to be joining our year-round program for mariachi this year, all free of charge. In that time, we have had the privilege of watching these students grow up through the program, often graduating, always graduating, and often going off to college. Some of these students also found that special spark that educators have, and they come back to teach in our own program. Many of our mariachi teachers in our year-round program are former students, and that's something we're particularly proud of and touches my heart deeply. One of those students is here today, and I'd love to introduce her to you. She's going to come up and talk about her own LBC Latinx Cultural Experience. Folks, can you help me welcome Mayryn Cruz? Would you like to hold it, or do you want to put it in the stand? Put it in the stand.
Hello, my name is Mayryn Cruz. To get started, I can't imagine my life without music, especially without my guitar. 7 years ago, I knew nothing about guitars. I didn't know how to play a chord or how to strum a rhythm, and yet today I find myself with so much knowledge, and that's all thanks to the LBC Mariachi program. I remember my first summer camp and how I didn't want to go. I just wanted to stay home. But thanks to my mom forcing me, I was able to learn so much about my culture and make new friends. I felt more proud about my roots. After the camp ended, I told my mom to make sure to sign me up for the next year's camp. Later on, my parents received information on how the program was going to make it year-long. When I heard that, I got really excited, and I hoped that I would be able to join. I daydreamed about the people that I would meet, the friends I would make, and most importantly, the music I would play. Music for me has always been a big part of my childhood since my uncle is part of, he always did music around me, and he always tried to teach me, but he was never really successful. When the program started, I felt challenged by all the new musical terms and skills that I was supposed to learn. But Jose was there every step on the way, and he made sure that each one of the students understood what we were doing. Eventually, I was on stage with my new friends, playing songs that I never thought I would get to learn. When we were invited to go to play for the Tucson mariachi competition, I saw how our family and friends turned into one big community and became our #1 support system. If it weren't for them, we wouldn't achieve so much in these past few years. While all of that was going on, I aspired to be in the field of child development. Jose and Tracy were very supportive, so supportive that they gave me the opportunity of working for the mariachi program. Now I have my own class, which I teach every week, and I hope to light a spark inside each one of them as they do with me. I believe that each child should have the opportunity of enjoying arts, whether it's performative, literature, or music. Each kid will be inspired to do more and listen to their heart. I believe all children need music or arts in their lives, and that's why I'm pursuing a career to share the joy and empowerment of the arts with the next generation. It has meant everything to me to have music in my life, and I want to thank you all and everything for making this happen, not just me, but for all the students. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mayryn. What a beautiful opportunity to share with everyone what we do here and what we hope to continue to do well into the future. I'd love to invite Dr. Herman J. Hernandez up here to introduce our final performer for today.
Buenas tardes. What an honor to be up here under the new leadership of a young, energized young man. I don't know him that well, but I keep my distance. But before I make my special introduction of a good friend, I just want to acknowledge one organization that I just want to say that we have really been able to collaborate more and more over the last 4 years. And for the majority of you, you probably know that Will Seppi, Custos, Tia Maria, is just celebrating 100 years doing business in Sonoma County. So let's give Will. Will, stand up. Now, take a good look at Will. And I just told him for 100 years, he looks pretty darn good. Well, at this time, I have the honor, the privilege of introducing an entertainer, a friend, someone that when I first heard him play, it hit my heart. It didn't give me the 2 heart attacks that I've had, but it hit my heart in a way that Carlos has been very close and been a friend. I've been able to follow Carlos Reyes in his performances. He's put many years at the Bohemian Grove for the benefit of the Monterrey community, where the Bohemians have really put together funds to help 4 different entities in that community. And so we're very special to have this very special person. And today he's going to introduce his brother. Is that correct? His real brother. Okay, so at this time, I'd like to introduce Carlos Reyes. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome him.
Hello. All right. Boy, this is quite something else for me to be here, I tell you. I think this is my 10th year except for COVID. I mean, I didn't have it, but everybody else shared it. So nice of them. Some of you know me, some of you don't. And I'm originally from Paraguay, South America. Now this is, go ahead, it's okay. But the best part is my mother's from Colombia. Yeah, that's where I get the curlies from, from the Colombian side and the black side of Colombia. And so we originally came to this country at the age of 5 because we had to leave because of the political situation. And my father had luckily, in the late 30s come to this country with a man you might have heard that did a lot for Latino music side, Xavier Cugat. And for any of you who are under 35, Google it. You know, Xavier Cugat and Perez Prado were, oh yeah, now I know how old you are. They were two of the Latinos that brought Latin music to the forefront in this country. They didn't let them at first because Latinos were held on the side, just like black musicians were held on the side. But because of a big strike in New York, they asked Latinos to play for free. And like a good Latino musician, órale, vamos! And thanks to an actress named Abby Lane, she helped get Xavier Cugat into this whole thing of music in the movies. And my father came originally in the late 30s, early 40s with him. And he said, I think it's time I go home. And there was this young, good-looking Latino hanging around that ended up taking his place. His name was Desi Arnaz. And then this redheaded chick came around and just took him away. But he did good. He did good. So anyway, I thank my father for having the courage to come to this country when it was tough for Latinos, you know. So when Herman first approached me and told me his idea about this, I said, vamos, here we are. So thanks, 10 years, here we are. So I originally started with classical music and played with the symphony and all that stuff. But Latinos in the symphony, there wasn't enough samba, if you know what I mean. So I still love it, but I decided to dedicate myself to more this instrument called the Paraguayan harp from my country. So I want to play you something real traditional first. In Paraguay, there's one of the biggest, if not the biggest, waterfalls, and is surrounded by Argentina and Brazil. It's called the Iguazu Falls. To let you know how big it is 10 times bigger than Niagara Falls. One of the most powerful hydroelectrics in the world. This song imitates the Iguazu Falls. Thank you, gracias. So now you don't have to pay $7,000 to go to Iguazu Falls to experience it. Right on. How many people have heard me play before? Oh, wow, that means I got to come up with new stuff. Oh, God. Jeez. How many Latinos we got out there that are in the new Mariachi Young program connected to that? Well, I know some of them are here that support it, so I want to personally thank you. Put your hands together, because the youth is bringing the cultura back of our music, you know. That's great. And some of the new mariachis out there, wow. They got synthesizers and explosives and laser beams, and it's not your abuelita's mariachi, that's for sure. Man, I saw this lady, she was 63 years old, playing a tuba. I said, damn, that's great. So, you know, a lot of the music from South America, the harp is a very traditional instrument. You know, and everywhere else in the world, you know, the harp is usually associated with a female. You know, the blonde and the tall, beautiful, you know, white harp and the white dress and everything. And Mijo here does not look good in a blonde dress and a wig, man. So, and I used to go to school here as a little kid, take my violin, and, you know, boys would beat me up and girls would make fun of me. Oh, sorry. I thought it was one of those kind of like therapy sessions. Anyway, so then I figured, well, maybe I should take a bigger, more manly instrument to school, like the harp. Hey, you laugh, but in your first grade and you get hit by a harp, you're going down, baby. It's my friend. It was great. The boys left me alone. I started going out with the girls, and my first wife, I fell in love with the harp, and then I went back down. And so my harp has been my other dama this whole time. So we're here about support and about looking to the future, community, and about faith and hope. And I want to play you a song that is about faith and hope. It was from a very famous movie. It was not supposed to be in the movie. And as I understand it, a guy named Raúl Gutierrez was one of the first Latinos in the movie business in the music side, helped push for it to stay. And I think you might have heard this before. I would like to play it for you. I won't even tell you the name. Gracias, gracias. Okay, I was expecting the Latinada to yell and scream and throw something, you know, but that's okay. Let's do that one more time. I'm going to end it and you're going to go Latino crazy on me, okay? Ahí estamos, ahí estamos. I know, you just needed a little incentive. Okay, that's enough, Hiram. you know. All right, you know, we got to get back to our people's music. And I'm going to invite my good friend, he is my brother on the stage, Mr. Rolando Morales, to come play on this next song with me. Give him a big hand. He loves a little support. You know, he is from down south, the land of the Azteca body shop in East LA. And so we met selling me hubcaps. Around hubcap. Well, we met. There was a carnival. Let's just leave it at that. And so we've been brothers for many years playing music. And so I'm going to play you something from Paraguay before we move on. This is the most traditional piece from Paraguay. This is kind of like our Johnny Be Good. It's kind of like if you're a harpist and you don't play this tune, you're not a harpist, you know. And it's called in Spanish, and I don't have to explain it to this crowd. Thank you, Lord. It's called Pájaro Campana. And for the non-Spanish-speaking people, it is called Pájaro Campana. Deal with it. I see people on our phone Googling, Pajaro, what's Campanile? Just ask a Latino friend, they'll explain it to you. But it's a story about two little birds. There's a boy bird and a girl bird. The girl bird, she goes, tweet, 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 you know, and trying to impress the boy bird, and the boy bird is being all tough, going, tweet, tweet, yeah, uh-huh. And they fly around, they chase each other, and they dive bomb behind a bush, and it rattles and goes crazy doing their thing, and then this big old condor from Bolivia shows up and messes it all up. Thump, thump, thump. And so you hear all this in the music. So anyway, this is called Pájaro Campana. Y'all. Rolandito, ¿qué tal, mano? Gracias, Pájaro Campana, yeah. Ahí estamos, Google it. By the way, in Spanish, it's Google it. Yeah. So we're going to do something a little different. I'm going to invite my hermano here to sing something, you know. It's probably one of the most famous pieces in our culture. And my cousin in the 40s made it famous in Europe. And maybe you heard it. It's called Historia de un Amor.
Nos dan más a mi lado, corazón. Solo tengo soledad. Y si yo no puedo verte, porque Dios me hizo quererte para hacerme sufrir más. Siempre fuiste la razón de mi existir. Adorarte para mí fue religión. Tus besos yo encontraba el calor que me brindaba el amor y la pasión. Es la historia de un amor como no hay otro igual, que me hizo comprender todo el bien, todo el mal, que me dio luz a mi vida, apagándola después. Ay, qué vida tan oscura, sin tu amor no viviré. Es la historia de un amor como no hay otro igual, que me hizo comprender todo el bien, todo el mal, que me dio luz a mi vida, apagándola después. Ay, qué vida tan oscura, sin tu amor no viviré. Sin tu amor no viví. No viviré. Sin tu amor no viviré. Es la historia de un amor, es la historia de un gran amor. Y sin tu amor no puedo vivir, no viviré, no, no, no. la historia de un amor, es la historia de un gran amor. Y si tu amor no puedo vivir, no viviré.
Rolandito, yeah. All right. Now we're putting a little sauce on the enchilada here, but I'll tell you. Herman, where are you? Herman, Daddy. Hey, you know, you don't have to put an excuse together like this just to get your friends together. You know, you can just come to your party and just do the Latinada, and then we'll leave by Wednesday next week. You know, so, okay, who's not having a good time? Come on. Okay. All right. This front row looks really good. And you guys look like, oh, you wear your badges, right? It looks good, yeah. Well, I'm going to dedicate this one to Herman and his familia. Because he asked me first time, he said, hey, do you know this song? I said, do I know it? I wrote it, brother. So this is probably one of the most celebrated mariachi tunes from old, new, and to the future. So anyway, for you, Herman, love you, me. Gracias. One All right. You guys are great. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me, because there's nothing like being had by your friends. Thank you. We're going to do one more, but I need your help. Packing up. No, just kidding. We're going to play something, and when it comes your turn, we need you to sing. If you don't know the words, your last name better be Johnson or Miguel, Mitchell or something, because Latinos, you don't know this song, you must be under 12 or over 100. One more time. Here we go. Guantanamera, come on. Guajira, Guantanamera, come on. Guantanamera, Guajira, Guantanamera. Where's our singer here? Come on.
Soy un hombre sincero, de donde crece la palma. Yo soy un hombre sincero, de donde crece la palma. Y antes de morir me quiero cantar los versos de alma. Usted, Guantanamera, Guajira, Guantanamera,
esa.
Guantanamera, Guajira, Guantanamera.
One more time, come on.
Guantanamera, sí señor, Guajira, Guantanamera, Guantanamera, Guajira, Guantanamera.
Wait a minute. Espera. I just got this idea. I haven't done this in years. That was good. Let me check you out
What a
here.
cheese.
I know somebody out there is. A ver el grito latino. Guantanamera,
Guajira, Guantanamera, Guantanamera, Guajira Guantanamera.
Buenas noches, otros 10 años. ¡Hey! Have a good rest of the day. Adiós. Thank you. My hermano Rolando here. Yeah.
Carlos Reyes.
Gracias. Los quiero a todos. Okay, okra. Great, thank you. That must have been the non-Hispanics. 'Cause I know you wasn't saying Oprah. Okay. Is that okay, Herman? Can we do one more? I told you we'd be here till Wednesday. Let me see. Let's touch on a couple of things. Can you hear me okay?
Thank you. And like every good mariachi. Buenas noches. Thank you. Rolando, Herman, I love you.
Carlos Reyes. Let's give it up for Rolando Morales and Carlos Reyes. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. So we are doing something that's not normal for Los Cien programs and events, but we are actually ending a little bit early. So we will be donating 15 minutes back to your work days or your weekends. But
Wait.
Yes, sir.
You should know that Latinos know what to do with an extra 15 minutes. It ain't about going back to work. It's about celebrating being here in this brotherhood. That's
Exactly.
what it's about.
What would you do?
Celebrate some more. And I got my team over here.
Hey, Carlos, you just got to go to Exchange Bank. They got branches all over here. They'll give you
Oh.
some, they have ATM machines.
Oh, yeah, that's like they say in my country, hook me up, abuelita.
Awesome. Hook me up, abuelita. I think I'd get hit if I said that. Anyways, thank you so much for being with us today. We hope you enjoyed our 10th Annual Latinx Cultural Experience. We also want to thank our wonderful hosts and premier partners and community collaborators, and the list goes on, the Luther Burbank Center, for allowing us to host this again this year. And September 10th, Fiesta de Independencia, that the Luther Burbank Center will be doing here. It's going to be a great event celebrating lots of the Latino culture. And again, we really want to make sure that you attend our State of Latino Community Address. October 20th is our LGBTQIA plus mental health program. And then we are going to finish our event season on November 3rd with Dia de Los Cien. And we don't know what's going to be happening in 2024. But if you're not currently subscribed to our newsletter and you want to get one newsletter a day, keeps the doctor away newsletter, please subscribe. The other thing too, like just because your company is a member doesn't mean you can't be an individual member. We talk very little about Los Cien's membership program, partially because we're still trying to build it. But just to give you some perspective, last year when I joined Monica's team of one, made us two, we had 92 members, and today we have 340 paid members. So you all have an opportunity to, thank you. You all have an opportunity to join the membership. We don't discriminate. Everybody is welcome. And we don't talk about that enough. But thank you again. Enjoy your weekends. Be safe. And I don't know. We're done. Thank you. Carlos, close us out. You say funny things.
All I can say is hermandad, you know, the brotherhood. We need to keep that. Doesn't matter if you're a Latino or not. It's about keeping it together. You know, Latinos are about culture and spirit. Like a lot of old civilizations, man, if it wasn't for the village, we wouldn't make it. Right now, this country needs to unite as a village. And this is the start. Thank you.